Is it
All right,
retarding?
everybody. It is. All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 of Skeptalk Live. I'm really sorry that we're so late. We had a terrible, terrible technical issue. And you know what fixed it? Neither do I. Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm now calm enough to do this episode. If we were doing this about 15 minutes ago, I'd just be like, fuck this, fuck that podcast, fuck everything, stupid voice meter banana, all this goddamn shit. Oh, we did it.
Yeah.
Fucking did it.
Excellent. All right. So, if you're still tuned in or tuning back in, thank you very much for joining us. If you
Did we reshare that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe. We'll have to take a look. But who's that? Oh, okay, that's Shayna. All right. So, episode 14, Skeptalk Live. That's Shayna, that's Jason. I'm Udo. And joining us today is Wes, or as anybody who's been in the chat will know him as Gnarls Ballargly. Apparently I have the title wrong. I didn't fix it because fuck you, Wes.
I deserve it.
Alright, so how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh,
Better now.
Most excellent.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We got a bit
But it's over.
from Jason.
Yeah, no, I just learned how to do that.
You're welcome.
Yep.
I'm making the stream better all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you are our first moderator. That's like your claim to fame.
Yeah, when this gets huge and I'm still not getting paid, I'll wonder about some things.
Yeah.
I think you got moderator before I did.
Oh yeah. He actually got moderator.
Oh, yeah.
He got moderator before I started Skeptalk Live.
Yeah.
So
Back when
yeah.
it was still.
Oh, right.
right.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
I've got some really cool news for us today. And the first piece of news, which I don't have open anymore because I've restarted my computer 150 fucking times in the last 10 minutes. Let me go bring it up here. Election. Where's it at? There it is. All right. Live updates on the Alabama Senate election. Take a look at this, guys.
Oh yeah.
Jones is up. And I think this is most districts reporting.
Yeah.
Fuck
I mean,
yeah.
Fox has said that he is going to win. I mean, Fox said it. So
Wow.
It's probably fake.
Exactly. It's probably incorrect.
But I mean, shit, dude. The racist rapist dude lost, and
Can we have a moment of silence for all the pedophiles who thought they would have a chance at a congressional seat now?
I was.
Can we get an F in chat for the pedophiles for the respect? If you get that,
Yeah.
go ahead and get blocked.
Right.
Yeah.
So, other than the fact that they still have write-in ballots, right? If they can get 20,000 votes in the write-in ballots, then he wins, right? Then Moore wins. But currently Jones wins. So there's still a few, as far as I know, of write-in ballots, right? But Roy Moore unwilling to concede, it's not over, he says. But yeah, like
God,
I said,
I hate that guy.
yeah.
Right?
I don't even live in Alabama, and I'm like, fuck that guy.
Right.
Well, if you're human and have morals, you should hate that guy.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like I don't care about
Not
Congress seats in
morals,
other
but you're
states.
human and
Yeah.
Right. Well, they
have
really
a
want him.
feeling.
They really want him for that to try and shiv their budget through. So.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, but it looks like reasonable American people don't. So.
Thank fucking God.
Right. Okay. Well, we're gonna
Jeez.
we're running a little bit behind today, so let's pop into the news right away. As always, we're gonna cover a little bit of fair use. I've just realized that our new stream overlay doesn't fit quite right with this slide that I've used multiple times. So I'm going to have to adjust the slide just a little bit, bring it down, because the Skeptalk live banner's covering the words fair use. So,
so sad.
What we do on this podcast is transformative in nature. So if you get all uppity and butthurt, sorry, that's how the world works.
Too bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did we offend you?
Straight out.
Yeah, we've got some special shit this episode. Wes has put together some fucking memes for us, and I've interspersed them throughout these news stories that we're going to be covering. Here's one about last time to get you guys started into the Wes memeing that it's about to be coming. So. Oh, you can't see that there. Oh man, I gotta figure out a way. Hold on. It says when Boo catches your eye with that ass, and it's that guy. It's the guy from last time.
It's the horse fucker.
The horse
It's the
fucker.
horse fuck, yeah. It's the postman.
Right. But so we'll have quite a few of these getting ready to as we go along through each part of the story. Wes helped me build today's episode when I did our first ever live stream. Get ready for the episode. So
cool.
And we had somebody bust in while I was doing some other live streaming about the comment that I left on their change.org petition saying that we were going to cover it tonight, and they were like, "I made that. I'm totally here to come check that out." And I was like, "Come back at 7." So I hope that they come back again, right?
Please come back at 8:30.
Yeah. But anyway, our first story today, checkmate, Rocket Man. Do you see that picture? I was grinning widely as I created that picture.
That's awesome.
So, fucking President Donald Trump wants to send astronauts where no man has gone before. Yeah.
Except multiple times.
Exactly.
Fucking bullshit.
Wait a minute.
Right. So he's authorized NASA, the acting NASA administrator, Robert M. Lightfoot Jr., to lead an innovative space exploration program to send American astronauts back to the moon and eventually Mars. So
yes,
something
he wants to create like a permanent base there or something, right?
Dude, whatever. That sounds awesome. This is like the first time I've ever agreed with something he's done. But the thing that is a little bit worrying is that the word private companies was used a ton.
I fucking love that shit.
Well, what
I
I'm
don't think
thinking,
it's worrying at all.
What I'm thinking is this might be a way that he's. What I'm thinking is he's thinking about ways to funnel corporate contracts to companies that aren't going to do a damn thing, right?
Right.
Oh, I think they will.
I don't know. Did you see all those civil defense contract stuff that happened in the hurricane this year? Like,
yes, but I also haven't like checked in on it recently, so I don't know what's going on.
Hiring companies in Florida that literally do nothing and just, say they're gonna go give a bunch of people electricity and don't.
Hopefully it's not like that.
Right.
But I'm all for like private mining contracts on the moon. And like if Elon Musk wants to do the rockets, fucking let's do that shit. Reusable rockets for NASA sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like if private contractors end up bringing a better product to get us to the moon and, quicker, faster, whatever, safer.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great, grand, wonderful. But if Trump goes, and the moon is mine.
Yeah.
That's where we have issues.
Yeah, I don't think it'd come to
doing that too.
Yeah, I don't think legally he can actually claim that. So
this is a picture of what he has in mind. He's got this face on the moon.
This was actually on Fox and Friends this morning.
All right,
this was the O'Reilly factor. This exact picture.
So Shayna, Trump has selected you as the next astronaut to go to the moon.
I always wanted to go to.
Right. Where do you, or what landscape features are you looking for when you are plotting the point for Trump's new tower?
The canals for water?
Well, I mean, like on the moon, right?
Yeah, the canals for water.
Okay.
Because, there's supposed to be canals on the moon
Gotcha.
that used to have water, supposedly.
Right, gotcha. All right, Wes. How long does it take you to jack off before you get on, when you're on the moon?
Me personally?
Yeah, right. So
Oh.
Wes is another
I've
astronaut,
that role.
and he gets to the moon. How long does it take you before you jerk it to claim to be the first one on the moon to jerk it?
Is the suit on or off?
/ Do you think any of the other astronauts jerked it on the moon?
Yes.
I'm gonna go not on the moon. You know what I mean? Like they weren't on the surface. They're in a rocket on the surface.
Right.
Yeah, I break barriers, bro. That's what I do.
All right. So I've got another meme that was brought with old Wes here. It says, "No way. Trump is trying to take credit for the moon."
Nice. Amazing.
Yeah. All right. Our next story. This one made me fucking laugh pretty hard trying to put it together. So you can't read it because I realized that this overlay, man, I did this incorrectly and wasn't even thinking about the layout of these slides. I was actually designing everything for our 3-person layout, but yeah. Anyway, this actually says "Happy 150th." Wait, never mind. So Australian town plans for 150th anniversary for the incorrect year.
What?
Yeah. So the the Merway Shire Council, right? They planned the 150th anniversary of the town and hit a hurdle after local authorities found that they were 3 years too late.
That's so fucking amazing.
I read a little bit about this. I laughed pretty hard.
So they
I've
spent
had 150 years to plan for this.
Right?
right.
All the people that actually knew died. To be fair, I mean, Australia's a terrible place. It's awful to live there. Let's make a couple of exceptions, okay? 3 years, not bad. If they were like 42 years off, then I'd be like,
Right. So the town of Cheville in Queensland had begun planning festivities for the next year to mark what locals believed was its official recognition in 1868. However, a check of state records show that the historic moment had actually taken place in 1865. So, yeah. 2015. Mayor Annie Liston said it was a disappointment. "We put so much budget towards it, and when we found out it was gone, it was the biggest shock to all of us, I can tell you. We were prepared to have this big shindig next year. The date is not even correct." She said that local historians had provided conflicting dates in the past, and some records were lost in a flood. But yeah, the town's
That's been a pretty massive flood.
Yeah.
Just officially change it. Just be like, nope, we don't recognize that anymore.
Yep.
This is it. 150.
Yeah, don't announce it to everybody.
Surprise, this little town no one knew about. Totally fucked up.
I know now we know about the town because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, way to go.
Journeyman Bader says we should check their driver's license for their age.
Nice.
They're still planning on having some sort of a celebration next year, and the event staff are currently trying to organize what form the event will take at this stage. So they're going to be all like, the 153rd anniversary? Like,
Nailed it.
Nailed it. That's
all right, our next story. So this says Holy Adderall, Batman. Wes knows what this is about. Jason and Shayna, I want you guys to try to take a guess what our next story is about.
I'm gonna guess that Adderall is involved in comic books, and that I don't know far past that.
Close, but no cigar. Jason, what do you got?
I think Christian Bale went on a drug-fueled rampage and beat Ben Affleck to death.
Yeah, but that's not in the news.
Right.
But I'm Batman.
New research finds that kids aged 4 to 6 perform better during boring tasks while dressed as Batman.
Wait a minute, say that again.
Why is that a study?
New research, right? Exactly. So we're gonna get a bunch of these kids, right?
I want to know what the sample size was, where they did this.
A bunch of that's in
Right
here.
now.
Right.
Works for my kid.
Yep.
He'll do something.
Yeah.
So nowadays, it's easy for children to be distracted, but this research shows that how dress up keeps their focus. You find the thing. 6 researchers designed an experiment to see what makes kids stay on task when presented with very real-world temptation of an iPad. Rachel E. White from Hamilton College and Emily Prager of Catherine Schaefer from the University of Minnesota tested 4 and 6-year-olds by giving them a boring computer task and asking them to do it for 10 minutes. They also offered the kids an out. If they got bored, they could play a game on the iPad located nearby in the testing room. Could the kids actually resist the temptation? There's a twist. The 180 kids were assigned to one of 3 conditions. A control group, which asked children to think about their thoughts and feelings as they went through the task and ask themselves, am I working hard? The second group was asked to think themselves in the third person. For example, if the kid's name is Hannah, is Hannah working hard?
Yep.
The third condition, the kids were asked to think about someone else who is really good at working hard, and they could pick from some well-known superhero types: Batman, Bob the Builder, Rapunzel, Dora the Explorer. As kids got to dress up as these characters that they picked, and asked, is Batman working hard?
Okay.
Always.
I already find problems with their methodology.
Yeah.
100% perfect. Works
There's
great.
some major issues.
Yeah,
Works great.
4 and 6-year-olds, you're expecting them to understand these abstract thoughts, and then you're priming them with something exciting. What the fuck do you think they're going to be performing better with?
Yeah.
So, I think Wes's
Like,
camera
that's-
is frozen.
Plus self-reporting.
Just letting you guys know.
Yeah. Plus, you're dealing with kids, and I don't, on a personal level, really think that most research with kids is very viable, because you have to prime them to get the responses that you need, and trying to design a study where that's not ultimately very biased is very difficult, and I don't think that it's been really accomplished very well. Especially, this is funny. Like, no duh, the kid gets to be play act. Has a better attention span. Do you need research to tell
Wes,
you
you're
that?
back. Everything's good. Excellent. All right. So yeah, I can see where you guys are talking about that, but I mean,
I know. Well, you know.
Yeah.
regardless,
It is
Taking
kind
a
of what I
little
went to school
too
for.
regardless, these kids were doing better at this menial garbage task while dressed as Batman.
Long story short.
Yeah, stop trying to ruin it with your science.
All right. We got a West meme for this one too. And it is the top one says, "Kid, Batman can do anything." And the bottom one says, "Batman, including your mother." So,
I thought it was funny. Fuck you guys. I don't care.
no,
Hey, that's my favorite Batman, dude. Not the kid.
right. All right.
That's actually me.
That's actually me.
Look at this thing.
Oh,
My
shit.
God.
Hillary Clinton portrait alerts security dogs and causes road closures in Miami. This photo caused a bunch of shit. This painting.
This is hysterical.
Is it also velvet? Because that would be amazing.
So, Miami
It's one
police.
of those
Yeah.
fill in the lines.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking marker painting.
Dude, they're the best, man. Look at that fucking holy shit. I have never seen a frame that is that screaming pink before. But
Right.
now that I have, I do not want it.
Right. Miami police were forced to shut down the surrounding area, the area surrounding an art show, and clear the site after security dogs reacted to a suspicious crate in Miami. Right, during the Art Basel Festival, or Basel, whatever. festival on Saturday morning. When authorities opened the crate, it contained none other than a punk-style picture of Hillary Clinton, complete with pink hair and a studded jacket. The potential threat, nonetheless, delayed the opening of the tent at One Herald Plaza. So what I'm assuming is this thing smelled like weed.
Probably.
the art.
Someone dropped a piece of pepperoni in it or something.
The artist who fucking
ladies
built
and
it.
gentlemen, this is Hillary Clinton dressed as an edgelord.
Right. So this thing sold for $4,000.
Jeez.
Most expensive fuzzy poster ever.
Yeah.
And it sold right next to its counterpart picture. Not even joking.
Really?
Yeah.
You have.
Oh my god.
not.
How do you not get them both?
Right. They both sold for $4,000 each.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Who
I mean-
Someone didn't split them up. They
is-
belong together.
Stop.
Yeah, they
Where's
do.
this going? I want to see the context to the place that this is going to be hung. These are going to be like placed.
Right.
Are they going to?
I really hope they're in bathrooms. Right above the shitter.
Yeah. Those are bathroom paintings by far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
This
Conversation
one in
piece.
particular
Yeah.
might be one of the tackiest things I've ever seen.
It's pretty good. Right.
That fucking zebra better be fuzzy.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Just looking at that, I want to pet it. So I want to like touch it.
It's totally like just, it's faux leather with paint. Right? Like,
Yeah.
all right. This next story fucking made me laugh hard again. Like, I had a lot of time keeping my shit together on the fucking stream earlier this morning.
Yeah.
Nice.
For this story, I'm simply titling Grandpa with a question mark. And so when the amusement park Geisel, this is in Germany, right? When the amusement park Geiselwind was reopened during the spring of 2017 under the leadership of a new owner, the horror hospital of the fictitious horror Dr. Lehman was one of many novelties. It's an old mansion where visitors move through bloodstained, tormented rooms, blah yada yada yada. So this lady goes through this fucking haunted house, right? And she finds her grandfather's tombstone. Like literally,
Dude,
like her actual grandfather's actual tombstone.
Well, that's fucking.
What? That's so weird.
Like,
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
You and I think that's
they
funny,
took-
you know?
They jacked his
house,
fucking.
And then
They stole it.
the granddaughter.
What the fuck? They stole his tombstone?
They stole his tombstone and hauled it into the
Pieces of
haunted
shit.
house. Uh, to kick it off, there's fucking 12 other stolen tombstones.
Yeah, real tombstones.
Holy shit, that's fucked up.
Notice. They're dead. No one will ever know.
Right.
They don't have family.
Let's see. According to the report, it's a 13-year-old from the district. Okay, so the 13-year-old found the the tombstone of her grandfather. So then, then her grandmother, who's still alive, right,
Oh.
had
Jesus.
to go in and be like, I had that commissioned in 2016. Like, and this is fresh as fuck too. Like, this,
Yeah, that's way fresh.
New, bro.
It's
Like-
a year old.
yeah, like.
Oh my god.
They're just like, let's go find us a nice one, right? Like,
They replaced it with like plaster of Paris. There's-
they grabbed
It's
one of those.
not
Like,
scary if it's not real.
they grabbed one of those.
It's
Sti-
Our story.
there's
Right.
fake ones from the Halloween store.
I was
Just
about to say the
stick it in
styrofoam
place
one,
and
like-
run off.
I mean, you gotta give him credit for authenticity, right?
right.
Yes.
All right.
They're
So,
like your grandfather's the skeleton.
Don't worry, we got him too.
oh, shit. All right. So, the next story, I didn't even have to make up a funny I have to make up a funny fucking name for the article because the article came with a funny name. You guys can't see the whole thing, but it does say armed raiders. Strip man naked, steal his Rolex, and hold him hostage for 2 days because his parents couldn't pay ransom to free him.
Oh, wow.
So, a gang of armed men held a man hostage for 2 days, stripping him naked and beating him before raiding his parents' home. The 24-year-old was wearing a 9,000-pound Rolex watch, which was lured. He was lured into a house by 2 acquaintances while walking down a London road at 2 p.m. on December 4th. As they approached the address in Thornton Heath, where a group of knife-wielding and gun-wielding attackers lay in wait, he was asked if the gold timepiece was real. He was then robbed. Then they took his watch, right? They tied him up and held him up naked, right? And fuck, dude. Grandpa? Sorry.
Grandpa?
Chat's going on about that last one. So this guy had a really expensive Rolex, right? So they assumed his parents were rich. So his average in wealth parents straight could not pay the outrageous demands these guys asked for. So what do you think their next step was, right? So they've got a naked and beaten guy that they have taken hostage for 2 days. What are they gonna do? Jason, what do you think? So you've held a guy hostage for 2 days, naked and beaten. You've got his watch, but his parents can't pay the amount of ransom you've asked for. God damn it! Skeptalk says Craigslist.
Yeah, that's actually kind of the best answer.
Does anyone want this guy?
Yeah, right. That's funny.
I've got a dude.
6,000 OBO.
Right.
Our best offer.
Text only.
Yeah, text only. Magazine clippings only.
6,000 roses. Well, when we say 9,000 pound, this is London, so.
Yeah, I think that's the
anyway. What this guy did, right? They decided to rob his parents' house, right?
God, that's so fucked up.
That's how they ended up. This is how it all finished, right? They robbed the house but got caught, right? But so, they didn't tie this guy up very well, and he got loose, right? And the reason he got rescued is
how is this like a thing that happens so often and people haven't learned that yet?
Yeah, he got arrested for indecent exposure, right?
Jesus.
Still
This poor fucking guy, dude.
After explaining what happened, still has to pay the fine and register sex offender.
Yeah, and he's a registered sex offender.
Right.
And he
was
has to
found at a
explain to his
school.
parents why he spent his school loan money on a 9,000 pound Rolex.
All right. So the next story I've got, I fucking love this image, dude. So, sexy cow logo tears town apart.
Yeah, get it.
I fucking hate when that happens.
So the name of this company is Derriere.
Dude, what in the fuck? What the fuck is even...
It took me a second because I was actually flabbergasted by this image. I thought that the DA stood for dat ass.
Doesn't it? You know?
But then I was like, oh, Derriere, so that's not as bad.
It is clever, Derriere. I like it. It's funny.
It's very airy ice cream. Get over it, guys. Jeez.
Right. It's a tale as old as time. Small idyllic suburbs with tensions running high over hyper-local issue. In this case, we bring you to the town of Montclair, New Jersey, where an ice cream store's sexy logo is causing a whole lot of drama.
I want to know who's like, that's too sexy.
Right?
I think we lock that guy up. That's where we start.
Yeah, that's where we start this.
The guy that got too turned on by the cartoon.
Like, I just wanted some ice cream. I didn't want to think about fucking Betsy. All right. I need to be reminded about that every time I walk to the store.
Right. I don't need to see this every time. It's hard enough to walk half-mast.
I'm sitting there in my tractor eating this derriere, thinking about derriere. Sorry, that's bad.
So, ignore that command that you guys just saw in the chat. That was me kicking Monster Cat out of the chat. I forgot to kick that bot out. So, anyway. Yeah,
leave.
I like the sketch. Yeah, there is literal shading on the crack of that.
Is there?
That cartoon cow ass.
What the fuck?
Someone
so
had some detail. I'm an artist, damn it.
So, it features a cartoon ice cream eating cow with blonde braids, earrings, and a beret, and a human ass. She looks like the skinny cow's more adventurous cousin.
Is it the same guy that was fucking those horses in Seattle or wherever the fuck that was?
Oh yeah, we'll find out. Funny you should say that.
What?
Oh no.
You people disgust me. That's amazing.
Appropriate meme. All right,
Yes,
so
very appropriate.
it's the human butt that is causing the huge amount of the upsetting comments, right? Amy Tingle posted a now private open letter on Facebook criticizing the ice cream shop's choice. It's offensive and sickening. A hypersexualized, obviously female cow with her ass upended and poking through a circle, tail raised up. Waiting for what? I'm not sure, but I do know that I am repulsed and offended.
That's the guy.
Right.
That's the guy we gotta be worried about. Found him. We're good.
This kind
guy,
of marketing
like, lines his house in plastic and then just has a fridge full of milk.
This kind of marketing scheme is the reason we currently have a sexual predator in the White House. And
at that guy's house, apparently. Damn sexy cow got me all
What was
upset.
that person's name?
The lady.
Oh, it's a lady. Okay, what was her name?
Amy Tingle.
Jesus Christ. Offends me.
Too good.
Right.
And how dare she assume that cow's gender? That cow can be whatever it wants to be.
Transgender. Transgender cow. Fuck you, lady.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
And
it identifies as them, actually. Rude.
Correct. So on I guess that Tingle and Stein, two of the people who are having problems with this, are opening up their own businesses for anyone who wants to come to have a community meeting to further discuss the issue. I hope
they
people
each
get
have businesses.
Yeah.
Now. They've created them.
All right, now they do. What are their businesses?
Meanwhile, Derriere has since made their Instagram private, and only time will tell what will happen to the sexy ice cream cow. I hope this goes I hope they become a franchise, dude.
I do too.
Yeah. I'd buy that ice cream.
Yeah.
I would
just because
Derriere,
to just fight people.
I think it's great. Why hasn't someone come up with this before?
Make that like the wine ice cream, so only adults can buy it. Because we don't want our kids all sexualized with cows. Apparently,
I want to hear about the first person that eats some derriere in the middle of church.
Right. God damn it!
Satan's ice cream.
Stupid bot.
They gotcha.
Whatever. Monster Cat's just gonna keep talking. It's fine. Ignore the robot, everybody. All right. So, you people disgust me. Oh, so this is a local story, guys. So
This guy looks like a cow fucker.
Right. All right. So Jason says this guy
looks like he gets offended.
Okay. So Wes says this guy is offended. Jason says this guy is animal tendencies. Shayna, what do you think this guy did wrong?
Oh my god, I was distracted. He looks creepy.
Is that a Baldwin? Actually,
Baldwin.
What didn't he do?
All right,
Shayna, Baldwin that follows women out of Starbucks.
Shayna is the closest without going over.
What's his name? Is Alex.
Alex.
Man who entered stranger's party naked, drunk after sniffing glue, sentenced to prison. So
that's fair.
Portland, Oregon.
Of course, he was in Oregon.
Right.
Oregon.
Man showed up at a party.
Someone called the cops on him.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the Oregonian reported that where'd the thing go? Okay. He wasn't acting normally on the night of June 25th because of he was drunk and he had sniffed glue. The 43-year-old man said he thought he heard his ex-girlfriend's voice inside the house. Authorities say Engelsman came into the house visibly aroused, lifted up another woman's skirt, and pressed himself against her. Whoop. We got winters coming after this. But, yeah. This dude came in, full pole, right? Rolls on into the party. It's just all like, I got glue, everybody. And then
I got glue, everybody.
But how far did he like, dude, glue has got to be a hell of a drug if you're going to walk down the street naked, fucking waving the flag.
Waving the flag.
I'm just picturing Cheryl from Archer.
Right.
Just hopping a line of glue.
Jason, your push to talk may not be working.
How about now?
Yeah, there you go.
Nailed it.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, let's all be honest, Cheryl from Archer would fuck this guy.
Right.
Only if you choked her.
Let's
be
true.
Okay. So, Jason, I just realized I completely forgot to add your questions into this thing. But I got them. I can fix it. But
okay.
We'll get to the partway point. Okay, so this guy, I put the title here. It is, "Hey girl, you look good with a tube in your mouth. Want to try something else in my room?"
Maybe.
Perry Sound doctor accused by nurses of sexual harassment and using amputated toe to make crude gestures.
What the fuck?
Right. So Dr. Bill Smith, an orthopedic surgeon and chief of surgery at West Perry Sound Health Center, was kicked out of another Ontario hospital a decade ago. A thorough investigation is underway. The Perry Sound Hospital says among the complaints that Dr. Bill Smith, and he spells his last name Smyth. This guy looks like
red
a dude.
Flag immediately.
Right. This guy.
How does that not immediately alert you?
This guy looks
like
Dr. Smith with a Y, right? So among the complaints are allegations that he's been known to make honking sounds with his hands towards the scrub nurses during surgery, right? So during surgery, this dude has the time to be all like, honk, honk.
Wow.
This dude is a winner, right?
I think I just banned Monster Cat, by the way, everybody.
Excellent.
I tried to as well.
All right.
Him too. 'Cause he's a dick.
His music's really fucking good though. So like during
I was like, it's
during all the other streams I was doing today, I was playing Monster Cat, and you add the bot to your chat, and he'll tell you what songs are on, right? And he just won't go away. No.
No, he's back. He said his name. It's like Beetlejuice.
Don't send me 3 times.
Right. Okay, so I'm trying to find the thing about what he did with the toe because it was messed up. Honking noises.
I mean, let's just be honest. Anything you do with a toe after you amputate it, aside from putting it in a jar full of fucking formaldehyde,
right,
is fucked up. You don't roll a joint with it.
Apparently, there's actually a place I saw this on a Travel Channel show that they serve a shot of whiskey with a frostbitten toe in it.
I saw that, dude.
And, yeah.
Like as an ice cube?
No. Just a toe in your whiskey. It's if you let the toe hit your face, it's like epic apparently, and then like they squish it out back into the glass and you drink that. It was pretty gross.
Yeah,
that sounds fucking disgusting.
And they have to get new toes every once in a while.
Yeah,
of course they do.
Somebody had swallowed a toe.
Right?
Like, what the fuck?
Right up this guy's alley. I think he started a bar.
Yeah. Just be that guy in the emergency room. Was Gemini joking?
Honk honk. I don't know. It's just
oh god. He had some fucking cannibal whiskey.
Smith is alleged to have sent a young nurse.
As an ice cube, I would be down to try that. My only problem is like I like when my ice melts into my whiskey.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a melty toe is gross.
Yeah, you don't want an unthawed toe in your drink.
No.
Smith is alleged to have sent a young nurse into another room for what he called a Padonga dilator, which is a device that does not exist.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I mean,
that's pretty funny.
Lewd.
In interviews, nurses says Smith uses the word Padonga as a slang for vagina. Okay.
Now we're on the same page. We're good to go.
According to his website, which has dozens of testimonials signed by initials, Smith has many supporters. We are thankful and we're just happy we share the planet with such an amazing human, says one testimonial. Holy shit!
That was his mom. He got his mom to join Yelp and write a review. Way to go, Ma.
Another, you are totally awesome, in all caps. Terrific, great, top-notch, and excellent. I am very pleased with my new hip.
Oh, man.
This dude is terrible. I can't find the thing about the toe, though. Why is this story called Thing About Toe? Man,
I don't know.
Fake news.
Fucking fake news.
Is it from Fox?
No, I don't remember where this is from.
Fox affiliate.
Right, I'll have to bring it all up. But, here we go. Here's the next one. Man arrested for abandoning 23rd Street partner when she was found dead in bath 10 days after getting stuck.
Oh.
So,
damn.
This lady is morbidly obese, right? Like, huge lady.
Oh.
She got stuck in the bathtub, right?
She got tafted.
Right. She got tafted. So not only did her boyfriend not like force her out or call authorities.
Yeah.
But he provided her with snacks and soda for the first 7 days.
What the fuck?
Then at some point, he says he brought her in a cell phone, though no cell phone was found with the corpse.
She ate it.
He says that she refused to receive his help, so he didn't call for anybody for help, right? Because they were arguing or whatever. So he just then left for 2 days, and then on the 10th day called the fucking fire department and was all like, my girlfriend is stuck in the bathtub and she's been there for 10 days, right?
Jesus Christ.
When the rescue teams got there, they said she had been dead. Oh my God, Monster Cat's still here. For 48 hours, she had been dead.
So he left when she died, not
right.
I just got upset and left because she stopped breathing.
Right. So apparently she died of pneumonia.
Yeah, little water.
Yeah, little water.
That'll happen. She might have swallowed some water.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This case is due to go to court in January.
Moral of the story is don't get stuck in your bathtub.
Right.
Or don't forget your prize stick.
Don't forget your prize stick.
I think that you would, if there was a person that I disliked very, very much, right? Like a person who, I was at very opposite ends of everything with, and they were naked stuck in a bathtub because they're too fat.
I'd laugh at them.
Right. But they would
take up pictures.
They'd receive help within half an hour, right? I'd be all like, all right, dude, I'm gonna help you out. Snap, 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 snap. All right, I'm gonna help you. But
that's fucking terrible.
But not 10 days.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Yeah, there's a line at some point, I suppose.
Yeah.
Apparently
maybe
10 days
Mountain Dew. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't just keep feeding her Mountain Dew and Oreos. I don't know what's up.
Too real.
Well, let's see. I got another one, right? Yeah. So this story, this is a news story, that Jason was talking about earlier. I brought the video.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, we actually get to hear him say it.
This is fucking amazing. Yeah, please play it. I can't believe, how could you let this happen?
Right.
Came through our base camp, battalion headquarters, our process. He had served his tour of duty in Vietnam, and he was spending his last night up country, and was heading home. He had been up commanding himself an MP company up in Quang Tri province near the DMZ, north of.
Right. So he's setting the stage. You can't hear the video.
It's really quiet.
Let's see. What do I got to make that any louder? This is
really
like
quiet on our end too.
Yeah, it is the loudest that possible that it could be. Let me see.
I mean, I could mime it for you guys.
Hold on. I might have a thing. Go to the mixer and see if I can better. Nope. This is just the worst fucking video.
Yeah, it was really bad when I was listening to it this morning.
Okay, because I can barely hear it too, and I've got all the volumes up. So, well, shit. Closed captioning. That's a good point. Let me see if the closed captioning will come up.
Oh, good call.
Nope, no closed captioning for it. There came a time when another person came through our base camp during the out process. He had a service-oriented duty in Vietnam. He was spending his last night in the country, and he was heading home. He had been up leading himself and the country in the Quang Tri province in the VC. And he'd seen some tough duty up there, and he'd lost a couple men. He came through our base camp. He was introduced to Roy and me, and he said... Hold on, I missed that part. It sounded like Applebee's, and I'm pretty sure that's not what that was.
And he said, I need some baby back ribs.
Fair.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, nice.
Deliquin, thank you very much.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
I think you said Applebee's again. Hold on. Tonight I've had a couple of beers. It's my last night in Vietnam. He says, sure. I know a private club down in the city, and we could go to. And he'd been there longer than us, and we'd seen very little of it. And they're generally quiet clubs. And then he said a bunch of shit real quick. He looks like a turtle. Hold on. I'm having trouble focusing on his mouth when I keep seeing this fucking, like, his turtle skin flex and shit. Like. All right.
So we went with him. We got in his Jeep.
We went with him. We got in his Jeep. He drove. He knew where he was going. And he took us to this place, which turned out to be a brothel. We walked inside. I can tell you what I saw, but I don't want to. I think it was the three of us knew what kind of place it was. And Roy turned to me, and in less time than it took for someone to come up to us. And there were certainly pretty girls. They were girls. They were young. They were young. Some of them probably very young. I don't know. I wasn't there long enough.
Oh my god.
Hold on just a second. I go back. I wasn't there long enough. Listen to me. We shouldn't be here. I'm leaving. In fact, I think those were his exact words. Anyway.
Approximately his words.
Yeah, approximately his words.
His words adjacent.
Yeah.
I think he said, I'm going to the back door, but whatever.
I'd like to thank this man for the results of the Alabama election.
Seriously.
Right?
Did he literally just go forward and say, yeah, we were totally in a whorehouse, and Roy Moore totally didn't fuck any struts.
Yeah. He's just like, don't worry, Roy's a good guy. We went to a child whorehouse in Vietnam, and he told me he didn't fuck any of the little kids.
Oh,
so
lol. I have the
probably a good person.
transcript. I'm so stupid.
Missed it.
It's all good.
So bad.
That was Roy, he said. Honorable, disciplined, morally straight, and highly principled.
The fact that this guy's sweating on stage, that's he's like, oh, I'm making this worse.
Yeah,
you should have cut and run, bud. You just been all like, and this man said we should go to a warhouse, and then Roy Moore said no. Done.
Exactly. That's all that needed to happen.
After they went in and looked at the very pretty young girls.
Right.
Long story short, Roy didn't do it. I gotta go.
Yeah.
That time, I guess I should say.
All right. So now it's time for everybody's favorite section. You guys ready?
I was born ready.
Be the change.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna find stuff on change.org that is truly there to make a difference, right?
We gotta be better people,
right? So here's our first petition. We're still on our way. We're only at 30 signatures. We're getting closer.
Almost a third of the way there.
Right. So. There's the link if anyone is interested in helping us get to 100 votes to find out what the hell it does.
We can do it.
We want to know.
Right.
It's just gonna disappear on us again.
All right. So our first petition that we found today is keep Numbskull as the name of the class skeleton. So. Numbskull is a name loved by all people around the world, from United States to Canada to the UK, even Brazil. Recently, however, the name of our favorite class skeleton was changed from Numbskull to Cassandra without warning. We are outraged at this news. Oh, hold on. Close that there. We are outraged at this news and request that the name of the skeleton be formally changed to Numbskull. So, some sort of monster has changed the name of this this fucking skeleton, right? So
does it have a name tag, or do they just come in and the teacher's like, not anymore,
right?
Not today,
not anymore. Yeah. I mean, Maybe. I bet the deal was that like just they're like, "Hey, is Numbskull up there?" And then there she's like, "What is Numbskull?" And then she's like, "That's Cassandra."
God, that'd be the worst.
Right.
Yeah, that's when you just say no and you call it Numbskull.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Numbskull matters.
Yeah.
It's
so
Numbskull lives matter.
Joe Perlone needs our help, and Mrs. Cooper is obviously a monster. Oh, Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper is obviously a monster. He was all like, her name is Cassandra now. All right.
Mr. Cooper, you son of
Yeah,
a
he pretty
bitch.
much sounds like Stalin.
Exactly. He's basically the same person.
Yeah.
All right. The next one. Stop disrespecting fish. Fish need a proper burial. Every day, thousands of once beloved fish are flushed down the toilets. Fish that once played a big role in both yours and your children's lives are being disrespected and being disposed of in an inhumane, vulgar manner. We need to stop this trend and give family fish the proper burial. Where'd he go? Proper burial they deserve. Please support this issue and help the fish get proper burial and respect they deserve. Thank you. I believe that this is a humanitarian crisis that we should all be supporting.
This is in direct contrast with the Geneva Accords.
Right?
I disagree. All goldfish must be flushed down the toilet so that they can meet the Ninja Turtles.
What?
Okay, so what if the fish didn't have a big impact? What if you had it for like 3 days from a carnival and it died? Like,
Yeah.
then can we flush it? Is that still all right? I would like some clarification before I sign the petition. I would just say it.
Fish deaths matter, dude. Crazy artist.
Yeah.
The hashtag.
I would like to see bigger toilets so we could flush bigger fish.
Anyway,
Like,
if
can
you'd
we
like
flush
to
a fucking albacore? That would be great.
Just drop a whole can of tuna in the toilet and just hope for the best.
It's like-
The toilet's not working.
if we have to stop using the toilet, do we start using the garbage disposal? Like, where does this end?
No.
I've eaten goldfish. I don't know what the issue is here.
They're delicious. They taste like cheddar cheese.
I got to feed goldfish to a giant green sea anemone. That was really cool.
Oh shit, that's tight.
all right, so if you'd like to help out save the dignities of family fish, we're gonna let Fiona Mulligan and someone else know. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but hell yeah.
Is Fiona Mulligan the girl in the photo?
No.
I hope
This
so.
is a stock photo. This
Oh
is
my
straight
god.
from Walmart.
This is that'd be so funny if this was a petition to a small child. Like, don't flush the
Yeah,
fish,
dude,
you
that's-
son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Dad's like, if you can get 100 signatures in a week, I won't do it.
I'll dig a grave.
He's like, guess what? Time's up.
Little girl.
They got 19
Dad's going to
signatures.
join your hamster because we flushed him too.
Don't act up or your puppy's on its way.
Yeah. Uh-oh, the puppy got stuck behind the fridge. This is fucking terrible.
All right,
Don't make fun of dogs dying. That's not.
moving on from child sadness.
I mean, are we?
give North Dakota to Canada.
Please
So
post this so I can
Oh,
sign.
yes.
Then we can just call it Dakota.
right,
No reason for
Yep.
north or south.
You mean South Canada?
right. So
Hashtag Donald
uh,
Trump.
I go to school with a kid from North Dakota, and every time he opens his mouth, it makes me dislike it even more. They
Yes!
they call tater tot casserole hot dish. Like 17 people live there. They say gray duck instead of goose while playing duck duck goose. I have no problem with Minnesota. They already talk like Canadians, so they would fit in. They eat lefse. The fuck is that? You can watch your dog run away for 3 days. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Because it's so flat.
Okay.
Dude, that's fucking amazing. He's got solid points.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna let Donald Trump know on behalf of Zared Sittig that
What the fuck is tater tot casserole?
It's like
yeah.
tater tots, cheese, like cream of mushroom in layers.
Oh, people eat this shit.
Right.
Oh, it's delightful.
I mean, it sounds pretty fucking awesome if you put potatoes with cream of mushroom and cheese.
Yeah,
but
I grew up calling it ugly casserole. It was my favorite dish growing up.
But North Dakota people call it hot dish, and that's a fucking
They call
travesty.
it fucking garbage, bunch of idiot people.
Yeah. Gray duck, go fuck yourself, North Dakota. They're geese, learn English. Learn American or get the fuck back into Canada. I've never been mad at North Dakota like this before. It feels good.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, buddy.
Up on the train.
Sketchhawk wants to know if we've ever been to a Cracker Barrel, and I have not.
Oh, I actually haven't. That's on my bucket list, though. Like, right at the bottom. Like, I hope I die in a Cracker Barrel.
Then a Cheesecake Factory. I hope they have one inside of one another. Inception Cracker Barrel.
Oh, shit.
Crackerception. I'm gonna pull up Jason's questions here because that's the point we're at right now.
Okay.
Jason, you said that you might have to go a little early. You still feeling that?
You know I'm not. Let's just move on.
All right.
This Wesisode is crushing. Keep it going.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. This is not guest survey, but to my darling gnarls. Gotcha. All right.
Said nudes.
Okay, I'll start this PowerPoint slide here. Slideshow
Cool.
from beginning. All right. To my darling gnarls. Then nudes.
They'd be moods, brother.
Yeah. That's okay.
All right.
All right. So we're going to start this off like usual. For those of you who have seen this before, for those of you who have not, we like to start off with a question that basically asks who you would vote for as president if there was a gun stuck to your head. And these questions are going to start off easy and slowly get a little bit more difficult to answer. But for the first one, who would you vote for if you had a gun to your head for president? Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump?
I'd die.
Fair.
Jesus, that picture, dude.
Trigger, brother.
What is wrong with that picture?
Drink the Kool-Aid, bro.
What?
Which one's Trump? which one's Trump?
Yeah.
Little did we know Hillary Clinton's a gnome.
Yeah. It's so dope. It's like the best fucking meme I could find. I was like, that one's going on.
All right.
Okay, so no, for real, who would you vote for? Guns to your head.
Like knowing what I know now, or like?
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. Whatever you want, dude. It's a question. Don't think about it too deeply.
I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't vote for either of them.
That's fine.
Right.
I voted for Gary Johnson. So, God damn, that sucks. That's a shitty question. I would have probably voted Clinton.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
right.
fair. I already know what Shane and Udo do, so let's move on.
Stone Parrot.
All right.
Stone Parrot 2020.
Stone Parrot 2020. All right. Who would you vote for if you had a gun to your head for president of the United States? The Zodiac Killer or Roy Moore?
Definitely the Zodiac Killer.
Okay. Fair. Shane?
I'm gonna have to agree.
Okay, we have 2 for the Zodiac Killer. Udo?
You're putting me on a fucking... This is hard.
I know, right?
Right now, Roy's saying this is a kid-sized pistol.
All right, I'm gonna go for the one that I don't have any evidence. I'm gonna go with the one I don't have evidence who he fucked any kids. So Zodiac Killer, right? Like,
holy shit!
Right.
I hate to say it, but that was the most American answer. A Cuban,
right?
Zodiac Killer.
The son of the man who killed JFK.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next question. Who would you vote for president? Tenacious D or Weird Al Yankovic?
Isn't this the
But
national anthem? Yeah.
But
if Tenacious D wins, Weird Al does the national anthem.
Yeah, definitely Tenacious D. I see zero downside.
Right.
Also, un-American No, that's a good answer.
Does the other way work?
As long as it goes Jables and then Kyle, like Kyle's the VP.
Well, yeah. Let's be clear right now. Nobody's voting for Kyle as president. Kyle voted for JD.
And JB voted for JB, so.
Yeah.
Twice, somehow.
Yeah. Shayna.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with Wes.
Oh, poor Weird Al. He's not getting any love. Udo.
Does the opposite hold true? If Weird Al wins, does JB
Oh,
make
yeah. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Weird Al.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
like, that'd be a badass
This
fucking
is the American anthem.
I didn't mean to blow your mind. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, final answer.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. Last one of these kind of questions. Who would you vote for as president? Literally Daleks or piece of shit Capaldi?
God damn it, Jason.
Wes?
I'm going the Rubits. I'm taking the Rubits.
Shayna?
Oh, I'm going for the Daleks.
All right. We're going for world domination. How about you, Udo?
I don't know shit about either of these people.
Oh, god damn it. That's okay.
I do.
let me
Okay,
explain
the only
them.
thing I know about the Daleks is something about a meme involving stairs.
Yeah, that's fair. Fucking, they can't go upstairs. So essentially, Daleks are like the equivalent of space Nazis. They just want to destroy everything that's not a Dalek. And then Peter Capaldi is like possibly the worst actor in the history of like actors, and he's a piece of shit. And look at him; he's definitely on heroin. Definitely on heroin. But he's also Doctor Who. So he's supposed to be the good guy.
All right.
But you're like, I don't.
Yeah.
You don't have an opinion.
Robots. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Space Nazis over this fucking asshole.
Right.
All right. That's the most American answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next question. Dumbfounded. You are a terrible businessman. You're a complete fucking idiot. You have made your wealth off the ideas and labor from other people, and now your dad is forcing you to make a company for yourself. What shitty fucking product or service do you create?
Do I create?
Killer
Like
Face
a
579.
Yeah,
Thanks for
what's your
joining.
fucking worst idea for a product? Like, it could be an app that like tells you how your feet smell. Doesn't matter.
So it has to be my worst idea. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tank this.
Yeah, I mean, you're an idiot, right? So, like, in this, picture yourself as if we had a ideal stupid person that was a businessman. I don't know. Maybe he's just look anywhere around you. Maybe you could think of somebody.
The Roy Moore Memorial Daycare Center.
Oh my god! All right, that's a fucking excellent answer.
Yeah, I mean, how do
I follow that?
it's like Hitler space heaters. Like, what do you want from me?
That's terrible. That's horrible.
Crazy
But no,
Habib's discount
that'll work.
abortion van.
Jesus.
You fuck 'em, we
You guys
suck
are
'em.
coming up with them all day.
just sell livestock that says "not for sex." Go bankrupt in Washington. Tell you what.
All right.
Shayna, you got an idea?
Sorry, I stole all the good
sorry.
ones.
That doesn't know.
Forgot to click my thing. Yeah, I would probably essential oils, some kind of a homeopathy.
Nice. Nice. I did it.
Friends are gonna save your life.
Magic
Just
cancer
in case
crystals.
That's what you do for a living. Hashtag don't care.
All right, we're gonna
All
take a look at the chat here for a second. We've got a dildo with a camera on it, so you can watch yourself getting fucked.
Jesus.
Vibrating mouthwash.
Plug radio.
Right, plastic intake manifolds for weight reduction. And a flashlight with a touch screen.
That seems a little necessary, though, right?
Yeah, where's the bad ideas?
Come on, guys.
Monster Cat says now playing Snowblind. No, just joking.
If Donald Trump had picked one of those ideas, he'd have one less bankruptcy on his hands.
Right.
All right. Intro music. If you could choose any song that'll play every time you walked into the room for the rest of your life, what would it be?
John Cena!
Yeah, exactly. What's your John Cena song?
Oh, damn. It'd probably be a Tenacious D song. I'm going to be honest. It's...
All right. I like it. Which Tenacious D song?
See, that's where it gets dicey. Do you go like, tribute? Do you go old school or just like Lee?
Yeah. If I had to pick a Tenacious
my name's
song,
not Lee, but it's fucking awesome.
It's good. I mean, Master Exploder is like my fucking shit.
A wall. Yeah.
Kickapoo.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Wonder Boy.
Fucking great idea.
Wonder Boy.
Yeah. What is the secret of your power? I can't do it. Obviously, I shouldn't sing.
You Were the Father
Shayna.
featuring Mari remix.
I don't have a particular song. I'm thinking like some amazing drop in some electronic song. Troll everybody when I walk into a room.
Nice.
Yeah, I changed my answer. It'd be the He-Man, and I say, yeah. And I just walk in.
How about you?
DMX Ride or Die.
Yeah. Fucking great.
Ride or die. What y'all really want?
Yeah, dude, that's so good. Okay, and our last guest, Monster Cat, what would you play?
Okay, some answers that we've got here. Like Kickapoo, Wonder Boy, You Were the Father featuring Mari remix. As I Leave, I'm Going with Seinfeld. The Thong Song. I think there's I'm not able to come up with and then Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus.
If I'm doing a thong song, I'm doing Will Ferrell's rendition as Goulet singing it. Thong song. Goulet.
All right.
I do Rollin' with Saget, that song that Jamie Kennedy made about kicking it with Bob Saget.
There you go.
Because that song is so underrated. Okay, next question.
Right.
Correcting the news. If you had to change the country's mind on a position, whether it's political or idealistic, on any topic, which topic would that be?
No,
This is the new national anthem.
Seinfeld was about something.
I missed the question. My audio just did something weird.
No worries. So if you could if you could change the country's mind, whether it was like something that was like political or an ideology on any topic, what topic would that be?
I know my answer.
Go ahead, go.
Go for it. Bring it.
Ready.
What?
The chat.
Vaccines.
They cause
vaccines. Yeah.
The chat says the presidency.
Yeah, fair. It's pretty fair. So vaccines, I like it. Which way are you going with that? Vaccines cause moon landings.
Yeah, right.
Which make Kennedy 9/11.
Yeah, Wes. What you got for me?
Probably bring back Firefly. Bring it back.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I mean, I feel like most people feel that way though.
Yeah, but they haven't yet, so let's make the nation do it.
All right. I'm behind it. How about you, Uda?
I am going to probably, truthfully, just religion is abolished, right? No more believing in magic.
Yeah.
Basically.
I dig it.
Right, that's truthfully, but I really, really, really want to waste that wish on some stupid shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, not.
Bring back Firefly.
Right, exactly.
And the show Reaper. Just to be fair, then bring them both back.
Right.
If you get one, it's a show. Come on.
Before they fall off too far, some of the chat is saying that the Earth isn't flat, that Christianity is a good idea, and that my cash flow is too low.
The two-party system, that's also a good one.
Oh,
Jesus
man, that's really
BBC.
good. First past the post.
Yeah, I like that. Monster Cat, what do you think?
Now playing The Meaning by Jenton Jones. Anyway.
Fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
Jason, what about you? What are you doing, Jason?
It's just horrible. Okay. Oh, what would I do?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
I didn't think about answering.
The gun has been turned back at me.
God damn it. I would definitely change everybody's mind about having so many fucking shows about zombies. Like, I love zombies.
Just let it go.
But like, fuck, dude, there's like 7 Walking Dead shows. We don't need that shit. Let's fucking move on. Let's go. And The Walking Dead's not that good. I fucking said it. I know it's gonna anger a lot of people, but it's not that fucking good, guys. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we can all read the chat, by the way.
But I do watch it. Yeah. Yeah, we can't kill her.
Not me, kill her a face. I can't read it. Don't worry about it.
I can't.
All right.
Okay, next question. Oh my God, get over it already. Do you think the South should get over the Civil War and just accept the loss?
That's a question. That's getting at it. Yeah, they should get the fuck over it.
Yeah, you said get over it?
Yeah, well, I guess does that apply for the rest of the country too? Yeah, get over it. It's over. They lost. Get over it.
Yeah. All right. I like your answer, Shayna.
What was the question again?
God damn it, Shayna. Pay attention.
No, I'm not paying attention. I was reading the chat.
Okay. Do you think
something funny, okay?
Do you think the North should get over the Civil War and accept the loss?
The North should go.
It's the South. I was trying to see if you're paying attention that time. Fuck.
Are you talking about the South?
Yeah,
South.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, get the fuck over it.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think, Udo?
Super duper lost. Like, really, really lost.
Yeah. It's either that or try again, dude. Like, I'm down.
I'm down. Let's fucking do this.
Fucking.
All right. Okay, I dig the
Yeah,
answers.
the
I think we're all
nut up or shut up,
agreeance on that
South.
one.
Nut up or shut up.
Nut up or shut
I
up.
think West froze again, by the way.
Okay, now follow-up question.
Can you?
And this is gonna be a little
Yeah, we heard
touchy. This is a little touchy,
I got it.
but it's meant to be because I want to put some things in perspective. Do you think Native Americans should get over getting conquered and accept a loss?
Oh, that's a question.
Yeah. It's a bit more deep. Everybody's like, fuck.
We're gonna like offend some people.
Well, no, we're all sitting here.
Like offensive.
No, we're all sitting here bathing in our white privilege. You know, we're worried that we're going to lose our cards, right? So, the answer is meh. I mean, like, there's not very many of them left, honestly. I mean, like, we don't want their culture to be abolished or anything, right? The culture is important to keep on to. And yeah, there's a couple of squeaky wheels that are constantly screaming, "You stole our lands," and it's we didn't. Those people are long dead. We are benefiting from what they did, but we did not choose that path. And there is honestly almost no way to give them their land back. If we did, right? I mean, we could. That's totally a thing we could do. Killerface579, thank you for joining, right? We could give them back the land that was taken. That would fracture the country greatly. It would cause a huge amount of infighting and probably put those Native Americans at more risk than currently where they're at, because we would have people who, like, at that point, who's protecting them as a government when some Texas separatists decide we're gonna go take this new country that was given over, right? Like, I'm not sure that there's an answer of, like, if they were to, other than to just continue status quo.
I like that answer. That was really well thought out.
That was almost the nicest way of saying "get over it," I could say, right?
Yeah. Well, and I honestly that applies to multiple situations, not just the Native Americans. I mean, the people asking for reparations for slavery. It's like I totally get where you're coming from, but guess what? I didn't do that. My parents didn't do that. My grandparents didn't do that. My great grandparents didn't do that. Their great grandparents didn't do that. It's like, how am I going to correct something that I never did to you, but you're going to keep holding me responsible for it? I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on from that portion.
Did you hold this question to ask us while we are make sure that there's now a bunch of screen captures of us talking about this with a bunch of rebel flags?
I actually had no intention of that, but that's fucking amazing. I got y'all fuckers. No, that's a whole nother issue too, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I like that you guys are putting some thought into it. So essentially you're saying you agree, Wes, too, like that, like maybe it's time we moved on.
Right.
Yeah.
As a country.
I mean, definitely hold on to your cultural background. I think everyone's trying to do that to some extent, whether you're like, I think I'm Viking, so I'm going to put a braid in my hair. Cool. Whatever it is, people are trying to hold on to their past, but to blame the people that are here now that have accidentally benefited from something they had absolutely no control over. I'm sorry I was born white. You were still born in the United States.
Yeah. And maybe it's not necessarily like you're a white thing too. I know a lot of organizations get together and they push these agendas sometimes, and it's mostly like they want the American government essentially to hear them out a lot of the times, but they're also looking to kind of right some wrongs and try to change some of the demographic issues that we're facing in a lot of our larger cities,
right?
And personally, I don't know if those are the right ways to go. I'm 100% open to listening to people talk about it, but I do also feel that as a nation, maybe it's time for us to just fucking deal with it or fucking move the fuck on. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Well,
I mean,
so
go ahead, Shannon.
Can I say something? So I will. I was going to say I generally agree, though framing it "get over it" is a little bit unnecessary.
yeah, exactly. That was the whole point of.
But I generally agree. I feel like we're drawing so many lines, and you guys have heard me say this, and I'll probably say it a lot more times. But you know, we are the ones drawing these lines. Like we all just said, we didn't do this. Our families didn't do this. We don't agree with the things that had happened. So by the way, I'm not actually that white. I need to let you know. I'm like less white than I am everything else. So these guys might be white, but I'm not that white. I'm also female. But
pulling out the card. I see.
I know, right? Shit.
Well, I don't know, but I think that we do care, and I don't know. We need to stop drawing lines and recognize that there are people that genuinely are offensive. Those are not most of us. We're not trying to be offensive. We have the best intentions at heart. We care.
Right.
I actually grew up in the Pacific Northwest. I grew up with more native art than I did white art, whatever that means. So to me, that is part of my culture, even though I'm a white girl, apparently. You know, so to me, I don't think that the culture's dying. I think it's a big part of the Pacific Northwest, and
right.
But isn't the town you're from just culturally appropriating them?
No. Actually, not at all.
But that's what I was saying, right? Like the whole give up thing shouldn't be a give up of the culture. It should be a give up of the past.
Or the religion. You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
Let's move on and start a discussion about how to make things better, not focus on fuck you for doing this thing in the past, even though we didn't do it. Like, we just need to stop. We need to get along, because I'm not, I don't think any of us want to be fighting.
All right.
So, like, all we're trying to say is, like, let the fucking oil pipeline get made.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I'm going to probably press us to go a little bit faster for timing.
Yeah, okay, right. It's getting late. Yeah, that's a pretty funny joke, though. Okay, so the last question, I think there's one more.
Yep. Teach me, master.
All right. Wes, teach me something in the next 5 minutes that I did not know before.
What you didn't know. Oh, that's. I mean, do you know how to install a washer? Do you know how to install a dryer? I could easily teach you that in 5 minutes.
Let's pretend I don't.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. A lot of people don't. Actually, I won't even go into installation. Do you know how to do laundry properly?
For our young users, this is for all of you out there.
Did you know you're probably doing it wrong? Believe it or not. You're not supposed to just throw everything in there and hope for the best, and then when it breaks, call me because I need to come reinstall a new washer. Jackass. But teach you something in 5 minutes. I mean, that's can I guess that now I pose a question to you. Can you truly learn something in 5 minutes? Something that you're gonna hold with you for the rest of your... No, well, maybe you, Jason. God damn.
I'm stupid as shit, dude. Anything you say to me, I just soak it right up and it becomes knowledge.
I don't believe it. You're not even wearing a Batman outfit right now.
That's true.
You can't even focus, bro.
Yeah, teach you something in 5 minutes. I mean, I don't know.
You've repeated the question 5 times now, Wes.
I don't know where to go with that.
Answer.
I don't fucking know either. So keep it.
What would you teach me in 5 minutes?
Oh, geez, really? Okay, so how about this? Are you familiar with it? Oh, sorry. Can I go?
Pawn of the Forest says so giving his laundry to his mom is the wrong way to do it.
That's amazing.
And the crazy artist,
then she's doing it wrong.
Some of us do know what a DSLR stands for and what it is, but we don't know how it works. So hold on to that, because that guy's going to be on our episode in a couple of days. So yeah.
Okay, Wes. So I'll take your floundering for you give up.
I didn't say that. I asked you to say what you would teach me.
Okay, I would teach you how to use Excel to make let's see, what would I do? Probably I'd use cluster analytics. I teach you how to use cluster analytics
in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could easily do that.
Okay,
I could easily do that.
Me. I've been using Excel for 2 years. Have no idea how it works.
It all uses
Gypsy magic. Pretty sure. I can teach you how to. There you go. I can teach you how to snap a goddamn football.
Yeah, dude. Tell me how to do that.
Super easy. There are actually 2 ways to do it. One, you can either set your fingers on the laces, the top of the laces, with your pinky and that guy there, and you want to make sure your legs are even, shoulder width apart. Look between your legs, see where you're snapping the football, and you just follow straight through. 9 times out of 10, you're going to crush your nuts with your forearm. It happens, and you just got to get over it.
Nice.
But yeah, or you can what's called water dog it. You can hold the tip of the football like this and then just flick it back. Super easy.
Excellent.
Otherwise, I would not know how to play football.
Nice.
So Skeptalk,
thank you.
Skeptalk says that the color purple is not real, and that it's just our eyes processing the absence of green light.
Crazy.
Dillaquin says if your brain can soak the knowledge, that he could teach us how a turbo setup works on a pretty basic level for engines. So cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I have no idea how turbo does it like, I think it sends more air in or something. I don't know. I remember knowing at one point when I was younger, but
I like the phrase that the West uses, gypsy magic. So yeah,
it's
gypsy magic.
Yeah, dude, I pressed the button, I pressed down the accelerator, and all of a sudden the gypsies take over. My car goes fast. So.
I'm no brain scientist. I don't know how things work as well as I should, but I don't care because gypsies are magicking it to will.
Right,
it's all good.
So I did bring some other questions because I always have them prepared, but we got about 27 minutes. I think we got time for a couple of these questions because.
Okay.
So you guys can't see this because I did not plan ahead, but it says.
Nailed it again.
This does not apply to this, but when did you screw everything up, but no one ever found out it was you? That's a really awesome
Dan, that's
question.
a really good question.
Oh, yeah. So one time when I was delivering appliances, I actually directly across the street from where I work now, I won't say where I work now just to save face. But anyway, I had backed this truck into a bit of a tight spot in my and we were at the wrong spot. I had to get around the block, and my partner was backing me out, and he didn't look up, and I ripped out a cable wire from a building, and I was just like, dude, get in. We got in, we drove around the block, parked where we needed to. And as we were setting up this guy's laundry, he's like, dude, my cable and internet went out like 10 minutes ago. Just like, have you tried resetting your router? Like, that's weird.
That's hilarious.
Try power cycling it, bro.
That's amazing.
Totally wiped out. And that was probably like an 8 apartment complex. I just screwed their day. Whatever. Thanks, Comcast. Paying it back to me tenfold.
Shayna, can you think of a time when you screwed everything up, but no one ever found out it was you?
Yeah, well, so when I was in 6th grade, it just reminded me of the story. There was this kid, and he was a really annoying kid in my in band who sat behind me. And for some reason, somebody had taken his clarinet, and they were all like playing Keep Away from him, and I was the last person with it. And I went to go hand it to him, and he didn't grab it. He did this whole thing and let it drop, and then told his mom that we did it on purpose, and it was a conspiracy. The cops actually showed up to school the 2 days later to talk to us all because this was a conspiracy. We conspired to break his instrument.
Wow.
I can't fully remember because I was actually feeling traumatized about it. I'm like, I have to talk to the police. I really was freaking out. And I do believe I was the one that had the hands on the freaking instrument last before it fell, but I did not purposefully drop the thing. But of course, I didn't admit that when we were talking, so I put up 6th grade lie to a cop.
Who hasn't?
But I mean, my memory also, like, to my defense, was not entirely intact because I literally was so freaked out about it all. I couldn't fully remember exactly how it went down.
And now it's all out on the internet.
I know.
I think the statute of limitations, I'm 31 now. It was 6th grade. I think I'm probably safe.
Recorder murder. no
Clarinet got broken and
oh, clarinet. Yeah, that's like 10 weeks.
Conspiracy to commit instrumenticide.
Yeah, it was actually like thinking back on it, it's absurdly hilarious.
All right, Jason, do you have any time that you ever fucked everything up?
Yeah, and I felt really bad because this happened. The bad part happened to a friend of mine. But there was down the street from our house when we were in high school. It was like 20 years ago. There was this fence. This guy had this property, right? And like right behind his property was like our street. And we tried to talk to him a whole bunch. And we're like, hey man, can we just like jump your fence so we can get to our street instead of having to like walk all the way around this entire street in the back of our school. Anyway, so the guy was really against it, didn't like it, but all the kids did it anyway. And it pissed him the fuck off. Like he started coming home early from work just to catch kids doing it like right around 3 when we got out of school. So this one time he's chilling in his house and I run through his property and I go up to his fucking fence and it's this old rickety ass fence. And I jump up, I grab the top board and I pull myself up and it just snaps the board. Like it just breaks in my left hand and I'm like, fuck. And like, I can hear him stirring around in his house and I'm like, oh my God. And like, I just like roll over the fence, fall down and start running. Now, simultaneously, one of my really good friends, I don't know this, but at that point, he's at the fucking start of his property and about to start sprinting through the fucking through his yard. So he starts sprinting, and the guy comes out of his house and just catches my buddy. And essentially, like, he scares the shit out of my buddy. He's like, you broke my fucking fence, like just yelling at my friend. And he called the cops. He didn't press any charges or anything. He just scared the shit out of him. But I always kind of felt bad because that board, like I broke that board and like let him take the fall for it. I mean, had he been like ticketed or something, my fucking kind-hearted soul would probably feel too guilty to let it go. But I always kept that one close to the chest.
So I started a bar fight with a fart once.
Best way to start that story.
So this was it's 11 years ago, 12 years ago, at a downtown area where we all live, right? I'm at the bar and I'm leaned up against this wall and I just cut it, dude. Like it's like not loud, but it's fucking fire. Dude, like I'm all like, ow, like when I do it myself, right? and then I know that this is gonna smell absolutely terrible, and it does, right? It's fucking gut wrenching. And this dude, this big, like fucking real angry bro, turns back and looks at me, and I like panic because I'm a couple shots in. I look over, there's this big gangster looking dude, a big fat gangster dude, right? And I'm just all like pointing fucking. Then he goes over and gets in the dude's face and he's all like, bro, my mouth was open, like just fucking super mad at this guy. And then the guy turns to him, he's like, what the fuck you talking to me for, type of thing, right? And like, so they end up talking shit back and forth the entire time. And I fucking cut it again, dude. Like I'm still like, and so I go sliding out the back, right? And I go wait by the coat check, and I watch these dudes. They get in a big ass fucking fight, like pushing and shit. The bartenders, like the bouncers, grab them all. This was at Old Henry's, right? So
yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. This was on a hip hop versus reggae night, right?
Oh, yeah, those nights are the best.
So
Crazy.
they like all these bouncers gotta haul these dudes outside, and they go out to the big area where there's a bunch of people hanging out, smoking cigarettes and stuff. Everybody's buddy sees everybody's buddy, and then it ends up being a big old fight outside, right? I'm just sitting there having a cigarette, and I'm just all like, yeah, like I'm just so fucking pleased with myself the entire time. I'm all like, I farted this, right? Like,
It's like your child.
right?
I created that.
Eventually, a gun was pulled and the cops were called. So,
Holy shit.
yeah,
You almost got a guy killed, dude.
Right.
Way to go.
The deadliest fart.
I'm still proud of the story because he didn't die. So we're good, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Turns out that's why John Wilkes Booth actually killed Lincoln. He farted in the booth.
It was totally Martha.
She's like,
I don't remember. That's not her name. That was Martha Washington. What was Lincoln's wife's name? Whatever. Miss Lincoln.
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
nailed it.
Cut a fat stinker.
Martha.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same name as Batman and Superman's mom.
All right, starting with Shayna. What would you name your boat if you had one?
Purple Dragon.
The Purple Dragon.
Damn, that was fast. You knew that
Fastest,
shit.
yeah. All right, Jason. What would you name your boat if you had one?
The fuck, that was quick. Something
Thank God.
fucking clever. I'll tell you that. Tell you that right now. Damn it. Pants. The pants boat.
Pants
I don't
boat.
know.
Right.
You just start looking around. You're like, the
Mic-
cup light.
right.
Yes, it's
Cup light.
The
monitor.
microphone camera.
Good old.
It's
a
the
cup
poster
light
lamp.
monitor.
It's Lady Poster Lamp of the Sea. There we go.
All right, Wes, what do you got?
It'd be bolts.
Bolts?
Good old SS bolts. That's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I would not name it that. It would. I don't know, yeah, just the SS. Perfect. Put that into letters.
I name it the Titanic because it'll never sink.
Never.
That was horrible.
All right, so there's
Yeah, Bodie McBoatface is already taken. I can't do that.
the SS Shoes Untied. Is this really close to like the Enterprise, right? So it's the Shoes Untied.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
There
Better than bolts.
we go. All right.
It is better than bolts.
Jason.
The Skep Yacht.
The Skep Yacht. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
All
so
right.
me, ladies and gentlemen, all day.
So, Jason, which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life?
Fucking Batman's butler. Like,
Alfred?
so boring. Yeah. I don't care what British actor they get to play him in the movies. That guy's boring as fuck. Or
Isn't he like
Robin,
a
actually.
war
Robin's
hero?
pretty boring, too. War heroes are boring. What kind of stories are they going to tell me?
I prefer my war heroes uncaptured.
Jesus.
That's the most ridiculous thing, dude. Like, that was the first time I was all
I
like,
thought
oh,
about that today.
Trump's never getting elected. Not after that.
Yeah,
totally
right?
elected. Jesus.
Totally elected. Everybody's like, yeah, totally. Like, fucking POWs are pussies.
Journeyman Bader says you could name your boat the Pants Bandit.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Because it steals pants.
Pull over. This is the Sheerness Police. All right, Wes.
That's funny.
What
Oh,
fictional
I miss
character
those
would
days.
be the most boring character to meet?
I'm gonna go with either Eeyore or Grimace. Both of those purple bastards would just be terrible to talk to.
All right, Shayna, which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life?
Eeyore.
All right, that's 2 for Eeyore.
Damn. It's getting fucked up.
I missed the first Eeyore.
Eeyore or Grimace. They're both just purple bastards that have no reason to be talked to.
I would like to change mine, actually.
All right, what do you got?
Goku.
You don't think it'd be boring?
Dude, Goku is the most boring motherfucker on the in the whole show. I didn't even watch that show, but I remember he's just I'm gonna talk for an hour and a half, and then I'll shoot a fireball.
Man, you want to get me started on this? You're gonna get me started on this?
Let's fucking do this right now.
So the misconception that Dragon Ball Z is a boring show where there's a million episodes and then they do one thing is because one series arc, which covers less than a 50th of the episodes that they have, the one series arc that they showed on fucking Cartoon Network during our prime is the only reason that happened. There are hundreds of episodes on either sides of that one series arc that caused that problem, and it's because the anime and the manga reached the exact same point, and then they would release one episode or one issue of the manga and have to cover 4 pages over one episode to try and catch back up. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Misconceptions.
I mean, I get it, but it was still really boring.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say those episodes didn't suck a bunch, but...
Yeah. 4 episodes for one spirit bomb? Are you fucking kidding me?
I know, right? Just fucking finish saying Kamehameha already. It's been a fucking season.
Right, well, the deal is that they're trying to cover, 5 panels of a comic for every 5 minutes of a show, right?
Wait,
damn.
Bob's British daughter, Tina, would be great to talk to. Yeah. I disagree. I would talk to Tina for days.
Seriously, she's like, hey, should we put these knives in these burgers? I don't know, Tina. Let's see what happens.
That's Luis. To be
All
fair.
right.
That's
okay, whatever. What's the other one? Who the fuck does another daughter? I don't fucking remember that shit.
So I'm gonna go to fucking Zelda 64. The owl who tells you what's going to be going on, right? So if you accidentally hit the same button that you've been hitting the whole time to advance the dialogue, he tells you the story again.
Restart.
Right?
Oh shit, yeah.
That guy.
Hindsight owl. You
Oh, I know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right?
I have to agree.
Okay, but I can come up with something worse than that.
Right?
Microsoft's paperclip.
Clippy!
Clippy!
I'm sorry, that guy has seen some shit.
Clippy?
Yeah, right.
Clippy
Clippy's
memes.
like, I think you meant to say pedophile.
Right. Dude, Clippy the fucking, Clippy the paperclip, dude. The memes on Clippy are fucking hilarious. Like,
holy shit, I haven't seen a meme on Clippy.
Dude, it looks like you're writing a suicide note. Would you like...
Oh my god, that's exactly what it should be.
All right.
I see you used to play for Linkin Park. Oh, that's terrible.
Ooh.
Oh. Sorry, I just hate Linkin Park.
We're gonna skip past a couple of these. I think that there's nothing that we gotta cover there. We still got the War on Christmas here, and there's some fucking jewels.
And then the conspiracy theory.
Right. Well, we're gonna get to that. It's good stuff.
I know at some point we're gonna cover conspiracy theory.
All right. So the first thing, first thing you guys got to do for the War on Christmas is Google Rudolph boob. I can't show these pictures on Twitch.
I think we can. I still think it doesn't violate terms of service.
Yeah, I just don't feel like
close.
I just don't feel like playing on that line, dude.
My goodness.
Shayna just Googled Rudolph boob.
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
Right. I just
Yeah, no, I got I got a pair of pants that are just like this.
Except it's an elephant's face, you know?
Yeah. It's Dumbo.
All right. So the first story I've got today is an excellent stocking stuffer, if you know what I'm saying. So this is the Wobbling Willy.
The Wobbling Willy.
Wow.
This is a dildo that you can get a 3D printed face of somebody on.
You know this was Kickstartered.
How How is there just not a bunch of Trumps?
Yeah, the article that I found is now
are.
you can get your boyfriend's face 3D printed on a sex toy this Christmas. So
that's fucking creepy as fuck.
like, why do you have the hands?
Yeah, doesn't need the hands. Doesn't even make any sense. What is she gonna do with the hands?
Giant appendage.
So these are like $90.
Yeah, they're $90 and come out of, what is that, sheepskin? What the fuck? Like, the bag's all nice. They're like, this is for your wobbling willy.
All you need to do is send in a photo of yourself.
Bag, okay?
Right.
Wobbling willy. The artisan dildo. Now, with your boyfriend's DNA, put it into it.
The Impregnator 5000.
Oh shit!
It's called a turkey baster. My bad.
Dude, your Thanksgivings are fucking crazy.
White or dark meat?
That's funny.
All right. So
get ready for the stuffing. I can't stop.
Our next story: Bad Santa fired by exactly. Bah, humfuck. Bad Santa fired by Montreal shopping mall after complaints. The meeting Santa is supposed to be a holiday highlight for kids and their parents, but for Melanie Sear and her daughter, it was the opposite. Sear was at the Fairview Mall in Point Claire with her 4-year-old daughter, Basma, and they happened to run into Santa on the second floor. She said she was going around greeting children, or he was going around greeting children, but it was unclear whether or not he was on duty at the time. My daughter walks up to him to give him a hug. He puts his hand flat on her forehead and pushes her away.
Jesus.
Should have had a V8. Just walks up.
That guy needs some Snickers.
He keeps walking. Not a word, not a smile, nothing. My daughter turns to me and goes, "Wow, Santa's grumpy." Then she realized, "Oh my God, is he mad at me? Am I getting Christmas gifts this year?"
That's what you get for teaching your child about magic. Fucking dumbass.
So I had to reassure her, saying he's having an off day, and we all have bad days. It's not the real Santa. The real Santa is busy working at the North Pole. There are 2 descriptions in the job of being a mall Santa: love children and spread holiday joy.
He did neither.
Right.
He did neither.
I heard that Santa calling one child a brat, telling him to take an appointment, refusing to smile in pictures, and then he made an autistic child cry because he touched his beard.
Wait. I need clarification on that last one.
He touched the autistic
He touched the child's
beard.
Or did the child cry because the child touched his beard?
Well, he said he made the child cry because he touched his beard. So I'm assuming that
he yelled at the kid.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh, either that or his beard is so full of evil that when you touch it, you start crying.
Razor blades.
Skin just melts off like the Ark of the Covenant. Just
yes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so Montreal got rid of a bad Santa. They got another guy and they think he's okay. There's only good things to say about him, but yeah, that's boring.
That's good.
All right. So this picture, right?
That's what I was thinking, Taint.
This fucking picture
Billy Bob Thornton
is amazing. Because that little kid right there, you know what that kid's doing? That's sign language, dude.
Oh, help.
Yeah, dude, that's
As soon as you said that, I'm like, that's help.
Oh,
That's either help or I just shit my diaper.
Yeah, this
weird old white man is holding me. Help!
every holiday season when Santa comes to town, children line up and their parents meet the jolly big man, but one Maryland toddler wasn't having it. Carrie Spicer taught her son the sign language for help, and during the photo with Santa, he made the sign. We taught our baby sign language. This is the sign for help. You're welcome, Spencer wrote. This is what they wrote on the Twitter post that they put this picture up for. Like, but in baby sign, you go with what they do. We showed him the ASL version, and this is what he chose to say. So yeah, this little kid straight up is just all like, "Fuck this, dude! Fuck this! This is nonsense! I'm done! Get me the fuck out of here, guys!" Like,
that's so amazing.
Right. Okay.
His safe word is sign language.
Here's a West meme for us. At top says, "Kids signs for help. Santa, I got a sign for you."
Yeah.
All right, one more video, and then we actually move on to some of the main content here. This fucking picture. Okay. Jesus Christ. Wes knows what's coming. I'm not even gonna read that. I'm not gonna read it. You guys go watch this shit, dude. See if it's loud enough. It should be.
But first,
yeah.
Is the Me Too movement becoming a spoiler for this season's Christmas parties? Joining us now with more is comedian Jimmy Fallon. All right, Jimmy.
Hey.
I'm not a big office Christmas party person myself, but
okay.
I can see this year it might be, a little less festive. Let's just say that. And no alcohol, no fun, no lampshades, no nothing. And I don't know, maybe that's better. But is this just killing all the fun of Christmas?
In terms of all,
the Me Too movement is killing all the fun of Christmas.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, are they implying that like you can't have fun unless you're raping women?
Like, no.
Jesus.
It's not that. They're saying that because women are saying they're getting raped, people don't want to have fun anymore. Like, what the?
Yeah.
The absurdity of the statement is just over the top.
This is
it's ridiculous.
Fox News at its fucking best.
I want to see what this guy says.
Yeah, we will.
Also, why the fuck do you bring a comedian in for anything?
Right?
There's no time where you're like, we're a dignified news channel. Let's bring in a comedian.
Well, wait a minute here.
And now for the weather, Jerry Seinfeld.
Dignified news channel.
What's that? Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Jerry Seinfeld with the weather.
At this terrible moment, JFK has been assassinated. Let's go to Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. And Louis UK for female sports.
Jesus Christ. Water sports.
Yeah.
Office parties. What we're talking about here is Vox placed a 2-drink maximum on all of their employees, Laura, which I think is going to make people drunker because now they're going to pregame before they get to the party.
Yeah, this guy knows what's up.
It's like when you go to a college football game, Laura, they don't serve beer in the
Wait,
stadium.
can we just stop it right here? Everybody fucking pre-games whether there's a drink limit or not.
Right.
Let's be fucking real here.
Right.
This guy. Fucking amateur.
Yeah, so the liberal Vox. It's because those are the people who are, gonna get...
Yeah, they control all of... Yeah, exactly.
Right. Anyway, so we've got a fucking West meme for this, too. Fox News, all these women need to stop the allegations of rape. It's ruining the Christmas spirit. Rapists be like.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Time to move on.
Jello.
Time to move on to the meat and potatoes of today's episode.
Yeah. Let's see some Sesame Street, whatever. What
Right.
the fuck is this?
Dude, it's
I have
Scene for
no
Conspiracy.
I have no idea.
Yeah, what?
He told me to find one, so I found a Sesame Street conspiracy.
Right.
Legit.
Dude.
Legit?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, dude. There's multiple conspiracies. All right.
What the fuck?
So here's Alex Jones.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's this gonna be?
God, I love Infowars.
Sesame Street introduces an autistic Muppet. Instead of asking why we've gone from 1 in 30,000 25 years ago to 1 in 58, and South Korea vaccinates more than us, they're like 1 in 27 now. Instead of asking why, it's just like adopt it. Be sweet about it.
So, for those of you who aren't aware, recently Sesame Street added a new Muppet, and that Muppet is an autistic girl named Julia, right? And
didn't they get rid of Big Bird?
No. Nah, I've got a video about Big Bird attacking Julia, so I've got plenty of shit today.
Local runs to raise money for autistic research. Well, you give kids vaccines designed to cause an autoimmune response. It burns out their pancreas. It burns out their brain. When your kid has the convulsions,
it burns out their brain.
They know it's right. It says on the insert, they say, oh, it's normal to have convulsions. They hope your kid comes back. Basically like electroshock therapy, as they call it, but with a chemical. The mercury causes an electrochemical response.
So Sesame Street did vaccines, dude.
Fucking makes sense now. Now I got it.
Finally vaccinated a Muppet.
Right.
V is for vaccines.
Exactly. So this is to normalize fucking vaccine autism. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's going to go on in Alex Jones form. I just wanted to show you that Alex Jones covered fucking Sesame Street, so we won't cover too much more of that one. But
does he fucking flip out on that episode?
No, not as much. This shit, we're going to watch the whole goddamn thing because it's that good.
Nice.
Oh, so she's shy. Oh, I get that. I can feel shy sometimes, too.
Well, with Julia, it's not just that.
Oh, God.
She has autism.
Autism. What's autism?
Julia doesn't say a lot. Oh, Julia likes being with her friends. Oh, and she loves to play, too.
How about tag?
It's so fucking crazy.
Wait. What's Julia doing?
Sometimes people with autism may do things that might seem confusing to you. Julia also does some things that you might want to try.
Complete the mission. Julia?
Sometimes it takes Julia a while to answer. It helps to ask again. Julia?
What does your cum taste like?
What the fuck?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, all right. Take a look at this, everybody.
It wasn't that loud.
Oh, well, it was to Julia. Yeah. Her ears are really sensitive, so some sounds are just too much for her.
Huh.
I can see why this is your favorite spot, Julia. It's so quiet up here. Lots of pretty flowers. It's very calming.
Fluffster.
It's on
I know
autistic.
that Fluffster helps you feel calm, too. Why don't we fuck? I love this view. Look at Sesame Street. Wait, what's so funny? What do you see?
Big Bird.
You know, we have something we both like to do. I like to fap. We all have our own special things that make us who we are. And everyone's important.
No child of God should ever suffer such horror. Tonight I order a targeted military strike.
All right, I just thought everybody needed to see that, like, real bad.
That was pretty awesome.
So you're welcome.
I was fucking laughing the whole time.
All right, so here's an actual conspiracy theory. All right, so Sesame Street is some sort of satanic ritual to help, like, lure children into the dark side, right?
Sesame Street is a satanic
sure.
Right. So
entity that's trying. Wow.
here is the Sesame Street intro song backward.
Oh shit.
It should be sure.
This is odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm certainly believing the autistic stuff.
But yeah, dude, like, it had, like, there was sex and suicide and all sorts of shit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's like the
Russian word for
adults
dick
are leading the. It's like part of it's like the adults are leading the children to, like, the count,
Right.
as tribute. That's why there's constantly changing kids, because the kids aren't ever the same, because the count's eating the children.
That's amazing.
Here's a couple more pieces of proof that I brought. What sent these to me?
SS.
All right, so here's another conspiracy theory. Bert is a Vietnam vet.
Yes.
That fun?
Yeah.
Wasn't that great to get all that exercise?
Terrific. Yeah.
Aren't you glad you played that game?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because you're it again, Bert.
That fits too well, Udo.
All right, it just goes on like that for a while. So anyway, some more evidence that I'm bringing on the side here. Wes sent me these. Even 45 years later, Bill still checks the trees for Charlies. Ernie enjoys finding new ways to trigger Bert's Vietnam flashbacks.
Oh, shit. This one's my favorite.
All right. Ernie and the gateway drug. Ernie has fallen down quite a deep hole. Now, so this fucking video is completely unedited. There is no edits added to it. I mean, I can't vouch for the last couple videos. As far as I know, those are all true evidence. But this one here, I can. My experts have shown me that there's no editing. This is raw footage from Sesame Street. I totally saw this when I was a kid too, like this specific episode.
Hey, bud.
Notice the keyword, bud.
Yeah.
Hey, who?
It's, I think this is familiar too.
Yeah. Come here. What? Come here. What?
Nah, you look like an intelligent young man.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do, sure.
You look like someone who'd be interested in a bargain.
A bargain?
Yeah.
Why, sure, why not? Are you a salesman?
Right.
Oh. What do you sell?
Eights.
Eights, like
That's amazing.
Right, dude.
Eights.
Wait, there it goes.
The octopus has 8 legs.
Right. You hang it on the wall.
There it is.
That's kind of a weird thing to be selling.
Oh, come on.
Eights.
Right. So
I love it.
now is that supposed to be like eighths of weed or an 8 ball? Right.
It's eighths of weed.
It's
sure.
just too fucking much, right?
Yeah. Like he's like, hey, bud.
So, Ernie's been down a dark path, and I've got a couple of fucking images to show just how dark it gets. Ernie has more drugs than Bert. Bert is pissed. Ernie is shocked at the price of straight crack these days. Satan personally congratulates Ernie for committing every sin possible. And from here on out, I've just got a lot more of these picture evidences, so I'm gonna be sharing them. Wes, you know what's coming. Elmo hates what Elmo is about to do. Elmo has to feed Elmo's bloodlust.
That's excellent.
Grover pretends not to hear Mr. Johnson masturbating.
Oh my god.
His sad eyes, dude. His sad eyes of surprise.
Ernie explains that dinosaurs are lies perpetuated by the enemies of Christ. Bert was not joking when he told Ernie he was literally going to hit him with a fucking piano if he woke him up for some menial bullshit one more time. Oh, this one, apparently I made it too small. So this says, this is what happens to snitches. Ernie suddenly shouted. The last thing Bert ever saw was his own blood spraying across the mirror. Shut up, Windows feature update. Remind me in never.
Yeah, like, is that my computer?
Alright. Ernie chuckled softly to himself as he showed little Jason the face of his next victim.
Holy shit.
As he watches for JFK's motorcade to round the corner, Elmo prepares to make his mark on history.
That's so fucked up. He's like on a grassy knoll.
All right, and the last one. Kermit becomes increasingly uncomfortable as Bill fervently stresses the importance of nap time.
Oh no!
That's so
That's pretty good.
So anyway, Wes, do you now believe that Sesame Street is possibly a gateway drug to the devil?
I guarantee it.
Shayna, when were you corrupted by Sesame Street?
Oh, when I was probably 7. I think I was following Satan's message by 7. Probably.
Shayna or Jason, is this the first time I've ever convinced you of one of my conspiracy theories?
You already know it's no. Fucking contrails, bro. Sesame Street creates vaccines on the moon.
For 9/11. Elmo JFK.
Yeah. Elmo JFK. C is not for conspiracy. C is for crack.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, that's all that I've got for this slideshow. Yeah.
That was hilarious, man.
That was a really good episode. I enjoyed it.
By the way, I just had all of those Sesame Street memes. I just had them. I didn't search them to find those.
Oh my god.
Those were on my phone.
Have you guys ever watched the unnecessary beeping videos of Sesame Street?
Yes. Yes.
I was really sad I didn't have any of those tonight because it's like I was really hoping to watch one. They were my fucking favorite.
Journeyman Bader just said every single person watching this checked their computer for the update window while cursing.
Yeah. Right. Fuck you, fall update.
Right. So, couple of things to wrap up this episode. We will be starting next week, I think, the Discord hangout after the episode. So even if Jason or Shayna can't kick it, I'll be there every episode, and you know, Wes will probably be there some of the episodes. We're gonna do our first news with booze this weekend.
Fuck yeah.
That's gonna be super fun. I was actually just gonna ask Jason and Shayna, what do you think about inviting our past guests?
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Wes, what are you doing this
weekend? I
weekend?
assumed that was happening.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Wes.
I'll check my schedule.
Right. Clown Baron just said lol, so I mean, he's in the chat. I don't know if Hennessy came today, but we'll find out. We'll hit everybody up and see what everybody's doing.
We should give a description for that for our new viewers.
Right. So this weekend we're going to be doing a show kind of similar to this, but with booze. So we'll be drinking, getting a little bit dumber as we go along.
Yeah.
So,
and the crowd will participate. We're gonna do some games and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. I think that'll be.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Some Cards Against Humanity, possibly.
So are you guys looking to be all in the same spot, or just like this?
Just like
getting hammered on.
Just like this.
Yep. Yeah. Getting hammered by yourself with friends.
Yeah. I mean,
don't you?
It's the new thing, don't you know?
Drinking.
I might take my push to talk off, and my girlfriend might hang out with me. We'll see.
Yeah. Drinking alone with company. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not sad. We're all together.
And we'll always have Monster Cat with us. So.
Oh boy.
Exactly. Monster Cat will always be here now.
I cannot.
I'll see if Ashley's into coming and joining for that too.
Cannot kill that fucking bot. I do not understand.
You bandit.
Yep.
So are we doing Cards Against Humanity, right? Because we have like that flash game.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can figure it out.
If you need help with that, let me know, because I would love to.
So next episode, barring that all of a sudden we don't have fucking computer gremlins again, we will be covering ghosts.
Fuck yes.
Excited about that.
We're gonna have a film
Brian,
expert. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to ask him about the new Ghostbusters movie.
Excellent.
Is that a documentary?
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy Artist will be on show, so it should be good to go. He should actually be live here from my place, but he'll be using another one of the machines, so everything should be hooked up.
Fucking sweet.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the first time Jason and I and the Crazy Artist started to make this podcast, we used to do this in my garage, pardon me, trying to see if we could get this together, but it never really quite worked out in the format we were trying to build. But hey, we're at episode 14, and the whole crew will be back together for 15, which is pretty cool.
That's fun.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all we got for today. You guys got any parting words?
No.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
Jesus, what are you doing? You could have watched this tomorrow on YouTube.
Guys, don't smoke crack. It causes vaccines.
Oh, we've had our
moon.
most average
9/11.
viewers the entire time this time. So just to let you guys know,
Yeah.
we've been fluctuating
Happens like every
between
episode.
13 and 15. So good to go. If you haven't followed
Awesome.
us, feel
Thank
free
you so
to.
much, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Night.